Steve.
Hey, Dee Dee.
We're back.
We're back.
So what's the first one up you've got?
What?
What's the first one you've got?
What's the first one I have? Let's do Dueling Wealth Dragons first.
Alright, Dueling Wealth Dragons.
These are, like we said, Dueling Wealth Dragons. They bring very powerful wealth from all sources.
They're real jade.
Yes, they are real jade, and they compete with each other to try to bring you the best wealth that they possibly can. It's a competition for them, which means you win out because each time they'll get more powerful, bringing you more wealth and more wealth.
And you can take it anywhere. You can take this if you want to, if you're going to casino, if you just need luck, and it's anything to do with wealth. It's if you have a job and you need to make more money, if you need a better job.
You want to raise.
Yeah, it's anything like that. But they do have names. There's Dangle and Stangle. Sounds funny. They don't sound Asian, but they are. It's Dangle and Stangle. Dangle, Stangle.
Dangle, Stangle.
It sounds funny, but that's what you call them. And to activate them, what you're going to do is you're strictly going to wear it and say, hello, Dangle. Hello, Stangle. My name is whatever your name happens to be. And say, I need you to go to work for me. That's it. Crazy sounding names, but that's... You unfortunately cannot rename these. These are their names. They are real jade. They have been named that forever. I don't know what the meaning of their name is, but it really doesn't matter because they work, so who cares? What's your next one, Steve?
This one's called Lock Them Down.
Oh, I love this one.
Yeah. So this actually, if you look here, it has a keyhole.
Okay.
And you have to find something like a luggage key or anything that you can stick in there to unlock it. You open it up, and then...
You can see it does open right there. It'll open up to fit you.
It is for love. You can use it more than once. What you'll do is you'll open it up, say what you need to be done.
That is the actual activation, is you opening it.
And then it seals the deal when you close it, and you have to wear it for, I believe, 7 days?
Yes, it is a 7-day wear. A lot of things they ask for 7 days because... That's the time of creation. So when you open it up, you're activating it. When you close it, you're starting your 7 days of creation for what you want. Now to get it off and to have those things start to be put into place, you will open it up and take it off.
Right.
If you need to use it for something else, you would let it sit for 3 days. No, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry. You would let it sit for 2 days. 2 days, which is 48 hours. And then you can repeat the process for something else. But it's really cool because it locks things down that you want to have in your relationship.
Such as fidelity.
If you have a path of, if you're able to see into the future, and let's say you see something going good for you and you want to make sure that happens, you can just say, I want to lock this down. If you, anything really. Anything. It's a really good piece. It's one of my favorites because you have to take action for it to work. Mm-hmm. And the action that it takes is, it doesn't sound like it's a mystical action that you're doing, but in reality, if you know a lot about magic, you know that it is.
And it's symbolic.
Yeah, it's very symbolic because it's a bondage of magic. But it's in bondage to you.
Right.
So it cannot, it has to do exactly what you want it to do. So yeah, I really like that one. What's the next one you have?
This one is called Feathers in Your Headdress.
Feathers in Your Headdress. Now, I like this one too.
If you know anything about, it's real,
I think it's real stone. I don't know if it's turquoise or not because it has it looks.
It's cool looking. It's very earthy looking.
Yeah, it is very earthy looking. It is well made. All the stones are real. Steve, tell us about it.
So if you know anything about Native American chiefs, you know that every time for every feather in their headdress, they have an attribute like courage, wisdom.
Well, to get their feathers, they have to do something or earn something.
Yeah, each one of I'm sorry. What I meant to say is each one of their feathers represents something. A power that they have or something like that. So this is all the feathers that you would find in a Native American's headdress, and you get to name them. So if you want courage,
you have all of these.
or if you want wisdom, if you want strength, if you want to...
Now to activate them, what you do is you put the stone between your index finger and thumb. And you'll say, I need courage. Move it on. I need strength. I need like prosperity. Yeah, exactly like that. I need abundance. I went to walk in the spiritual realm because that was a big thing with Native Americans, walking in the spiritual realm
with their ancestors.
Yep. I want the gifts of my ancestors. I went to astral travel. It's whatever you want, and there are a lot of them because let me tell you, there was a lot in the chief's headdress. He had an awful lot. He had a lot more than what you see sitting here. So you just give it some thought on what you want. You count your stones. And you do not activate this until you know everything that you want, because you're going to go right down the line. Count your stones, count the amount of things that you want, and you're going to do it all at one time. So when you get it, if you're like, well, there's 8 things I know that I want, you wouldn't activate this right away until you know all the things that you want, unless you say to yourself, these are the only things I want, because once you do it, that's it.
They can't go back and add more to it.
No, you can't go back and add more to it. So that's why I tell people to wait until you know everything that you want. Now, you would then wear this on and off for like 60 days, 70 days, 80 days, whatever, as the powers and things starts to come into your life and build up to you. Once that happens, you can pass this on, okay? We have a few of these. These were actually made for me, to be honest with you. We have a few of them. So you can pass it on, but even though you pass it on, they're not going to be able to change what you put into it. So whatever you put into it is what is going to stay there. But again, like I said, you can pass it on to somebody when you're done with it. What's the next one?
This one's...
Do the protection from Nepal, because I really like that one.
This is okay. This is the protection from Nepal.
Yeah, and that piece that I just showed you is $38. Dueling Dragons is $38. The Locking Heart is $100. This one is $38. I'm going to show you right here. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. A text message popped up on my phone. Okay, we put the black cord on here because the chain that this was on was just very old and it was just fragile, and the chain didn't really have anything to do with this piece. But let me explain this pendant to you. First of all, this pendant is some of the purest protection you will find. This protection is so good. I actually should put this piece at like $70 to $100, but I'm not. I am going to leave it at $38. There are some people that need serious protection and cannot afford a lot. So this is your chance. When I talk about protection with this piece here, I'm talking about if you have somebody that wants to kill you and literally is coming at you, whatever is going to happen, it's just not going to happen. It's going to stop it. I don't know where the magic comes from or how it was done, but I can assure you I have used it. This was just used recently, about 2 weeks ago now. We have had in this area, and I'm out in the boons. I'm out in the boonies. Like
our phones don't work without Wi-Fi.
Yeah, our phones don't work. I mean, good luck calling 911. Well, we just had a lady, and she was chopped up into tiny pieces. Her head cut off, arms cut off, legs cut off, and then she was burned in some kind of ritualistic style thing. She was a black woman. Now, just before I left to go up to the castle, okay, which I'll tell you about a lady I met up there too, in another one when I do her thing. But I stopped to wash some quilts in what we call our little section of town, which consists of a Wawa and a gas station. Am I telling them the truth?
No, she is.
I am. So and there's a little laundromat hooked onto this gas station. So I stopped to throw them in there because they're big, and there's a sign on the window of now a black man who has disappeared. And he's not old, like he wandered off from Alzheimer's. And in my town, we don't have any black people. Now, Steve's going to roll his eyes like, Dee Dee, why'd you say that? But, I can't help it. It's true. There's just no black people here. So, where I live, not a single black person. In my other town, there's not a single black person. Now, if you go one town away to Laurel Lakes, they're all white people, but they're just, trashy. They're in another town. You got to go the town beyond that before you can hit black people. And that's half black, half...
So there's not even that many black people. They're mostly brown. Like
well, they're all brown people, but no, there's like, I would say it's like a third black, a third Hispanic, and like maybe a third white, maybe. And then in the next town over, it's like it's the same way.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of black people out there. But what I'm telling you is they don't wander out here. They don't wander out here. It's not because my town doesn't like black people, because my town does, or my other town doesn't like black people because we're just not like that. But in the town next to me, they're all white people and they don't like blacks. They don't. And they're redneck hillbillies. So blacks usually don't enter. So for this lady to be out here and chopped up, it was just unusual, because she shouldn't even be out here, because they just know you don't come out here. Just like in Camden, there's a bridge. Camden's all black, Gloucester City's all white. Black people don't cross into Gloucester City. Gloucester City doesn't cross into Camden. It's just how it is. There's places in Chicago that are like that. But now we think there's a serial killer out here killing black people. We're wondering, because this guy was like in his 30s. He's a big guy, built guy, he's gone.
That's not cool.
No. Now they found blood and a limb, but they don't know if it's his. They're still trying to identify it. Now my friend, this black girl, she told me, she goes, Dee Dee, I got this thing written on my car saying I'm going to be hacked up. I'm going to be next. Well, I went and looked at it. I gave her that Nepal piece to use, because it is protection against murder and killing, like, or anything. Curses, it don't matter, but it's just so strong that it does that too. So she wore it. She went to work down past the redneck hillbilly area, and a guy came after her, and it just, I don't know what happened. He grabbed his chest and he died of a heart attack.
Wow.
But she could have been like, I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing she could have been the next victim. So this piece is very good. I really like this, but because there are some people that, you know, you might not be able to afford a lot, but maybe you do need some kind of protection, this will do it. And we're done.